Okay, sorry about that. Fucking OBS of all things fucking crashed. You could have, brought the music in a little more gently, game. You didn't have to punch me in the face with it.
Here they are.
God, it's a courser.
Oh no.
Issue the reset code and we'll relay back to the institute. Time is critical.
You there. Sin.
Come on, please. Just don't.
B257. Initiate reset. Authorization code Theta 93 status. No sudden moves.
Please, no.
Y915, initiate reset. Authorization code Theta 77 Tempest. All right, Sin.
Please.
C322, initiate reset. Authorization code Gamma 49 Typhoon. I've been looking for you.
No, I've got money. It's yours if you let me go.
F633, initiate reset. Authorization code Delta 62 Arcus.
That's awesome. Yep. Return to the town. Make sure all hostiles have been eliminated. I will relay the sins back to the institute. Report to Father upon your return. And good work.
I'll tell you who's not happy with us right now. The railroad. Do I give a shit? No.
All right. Still in one piece.
These crazy motherfuckers actually managed to knock out all the Brotherhood of Steel. Holy fuck. Shows how fucking useless they are. As I said, if we just pretended like we weren't against anyone, we're perfectly fine. What is it, dog meat? I wish you would slow down, boy. Holy shit. If it's the coat, I don't want it. Well, I think we're Gucci as far as that goes. Now he wants us to actually, like, be on top of the fucking building. Not, like, inside the Institute. Is it snowing? I'll tell you one thing, we don't have to worry about the sins. Excuse me if I don't know my way around this place. I think they might have killed all. Well, no, there's still some.
Your termination is inevitable.
Me, stupid nonsense. I make Einstein look like a fucking idiot, obviously. Jesus Christ, how do you guys have so much trouble?
Scanning unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
Hello.
Reporting status. All functions normal.
Sweet.
Systems nominal.
Nothing to report, ma'am.
Did you just say nom? Nom 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 nom. No, kidding. I'm an adult. I will not give in to 2009 meme culture. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I even have to, like, go inside the damn building. This game is fucking confusing sometimes with its pathfinding. I'm like horribly embarrassed to have to use vans, but still.
Son?
You know, in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future here. The only hope for humanity lies below.
Some air fresheners, a new coat of paint, and it'll all be good as new.
If only it were that simple. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me. Both of us, really.
They kept me alive, too?
They did, indeed. I was the perfect candidate. An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, if I died, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA, preferably related to their primary subject. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. So you were kept alive and safe within the vault. I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 111, I had no expectations that you'd survive out here in all this. To not only do so, but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. Extraordinary.
So it was you. You let me out?
Yes. It was my decision. Certainly it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. Well, I suppose I wanted to see what would happen. An experiment of sorts. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you? As it has everything else. Would you even survive? Perhaps most curious to me. Would you, after all this time, attempt to find me? And now I know the answer.
Sean, you need to know. I still love you.
I can see that you do. It's remarkable. There are greater things to come after your success at Bunker Hill. The synths have been safely returned and will be repurposed. Thank you for your work. I hope you weren't at too much risk.
There's always a risk. It was worth it.
I'm glad you see it that way. The railroad remains an annoyance, of course. But they'll be dealt with as necessary. And you, well, you've passed the test, as they say. You have done well. Please, take this as a token of my appreciation. Our appreciation, really. It's time for you to become more involved in the future of the Institute. I'd like you to join me inside. The Directorate is meeting, and you should be there. I'll be waiting. I've seen enough. It's time to go back in.
As I said, I think going for Nerd Rage isn't gonna pan out. Up, damn it, up. I don't know if I'm gonna make it in time. But we're gonna try for battle criticals. Battle criticals. Oh, whoa, what the fuck is this? God, remember when we were using the Tesla rifle?
Your presence here is a great gift, not just to Father, but to all of us.
Let's get this directorate meeting over with before we speak further. Well, it's important.
As blindingly bright as usual.
Good, we're all here. I think it's time we begin.
Sir, excuse me, but what exactly is she doing here?
I will address that issue. But there are other subjects that require our attention first. The level of unrest in the Commonwealth continues to rise, as we're all aware. Your report.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally, things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. Ayo has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Yes, Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified. We're still monitoring the increased activity around Fort Independence, but there are no immediate signs we should be concerned. Boston International Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points throughout the Commonwealth. Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
Sir, are you sure this is the time to be discussing it? Given, well, considering all parties present?
Ah, yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about Phase 3?
I don't think so.
It's all right. I wouldn't expect you to have. The project has been classified from the beginning. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground, a very valuable commodity. I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. The kind that keeps the lights on. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
In this world, I'm sure compromise is necessary.
Quite right. For far too long, we've been dependent on others. On our surroundings, that time is over. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
Can you tell me more about this reactor?
Certainly. It was originally built for the Commonwealth Institute of Technology before the war, but was only for testing. Over the years, we've advanced the technology, made a great many improvements, and are finally nearly ready to activate it. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to Phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir.
Yes, Dr. Ayo. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yet, well, he is gone. While I am not overly fond of putting my own mother in harm's way, she has proven more than capable of handling herself.
Yes, but
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please, as I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry, this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
What?
Can't be
Please,
serious.
everyone, please, I am sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
This can't be happening. I only just found you.
I've had the same thoughts more than a few times. But we cannot let this stop us. Our work must continue. We can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end, I am naming my mother as my successor.
Oh, boy.
you can't be serious.
Really? Seems a poor choice.
How can you possibly justify this? She isn't one of us. She isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my mother has already proven herself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
X688 sounded very impressed with your work at Libertalia. He doesn't give praise lightly.
A clean and healthy work environment is essential to maximum productivity.
Our technology must
Holdren.
seem pretty advanced
I'm glad you're
by
here.
our standards.
I'd like to conduct an experiment, but I need some assistance with it. I believe we can improve the growth rates of our crops by using mutated cells, such as those found in supermutants. To test this theory, I'll need a tissue sample from a particularly strong supermutant. I expect I'll eventually need several such samples, but let's just start with one.
You need a tissue sample from a strong super mutant. Got it.
That's right. Now remember, only a particularly hardy supermutant will fit the bill for this experiment. I don't need it right away, but if you do come across such a specimen, I'd be grateful if you could bring back a sample.
Dr. Lee? I'm good for now. Thanks.
All right.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done, all that he has built.
One of the things I like about the Institute is it really feels like you're in a completely different world when you go to the Institute. It's just so beautiful and so clean and advanced. As opposed to the rest of the Commonwealth, which looks like fucking dog shit. I've always been a fan of, like, futuristic tech, kind of, like, utopia kind of stuff.
Sir, we've had another situation. A code red.
What? This is the third time in 2 weeks. This is
My compliments
unacceptable.
on getting
How could this happen?
V592 back
We
to
think
us,
there
sir.
was a system glitch. We're looking
Justin?
into it.
If you're going to be
You're
in Diamond
useless.
City
I'll
anytime soon,
figure out what happened.
I have a favor to
In
ask.
the meantime,
You
tell the
might
others
not
to
be
be on
aware
high
that
alert.
the city's
I
mayor
want
is a Sith,
more
an
patrols
Institute
and more
plant.
rounds.
He monitors
sir.
developments in
If
the
you see
Commonwealth.
anything even
Compiles
remotely
reports on
suspicious,
matters of
report it
possible
immediately.
interest.
This absolutely
Since you
cannot
visit the surface
happen
more
again.
than anyone else down
Got
here,
it?
Yes, sir.
I figured you
Understood.
could pick up the latest report.
How do we do this without raising suspicion?
You'll meet with the mayor privately, away from prying eyes. The mayor will be waiting in his office. He'll give you the report, and then you'll bring it back to me. Remember, discretion is vital to our operations in Diamond City. So try to keep a low profile.
Yep. Piper's fears that Mayor McDonough is a simp are founded. Are we gonna tell her? No. Are we gonna bring her there so she can witness it? Fuck no. She actually really dislikes it if you do that, I believe. Where the fuck are you? My son.
I'm glad you could be here to share this with me.
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in at once. I'm sorry, Mother. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
I can do the job.
Of course you can. That's why I made the decision. There's no question that some of the Directorate and the Institute at large will need reassurances about your appointment. That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead for all of us, but for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing.
That's what I think is the right thing, personally. However... actually, wait. Okay, wait, we need to poof back. So in case you're wondering what we look like being fucking... with our molecular structure still fucking processing, or whatever the hell you want to call that.
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia were quite a handful.
No, I didn't want to take a swim today.
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
No, I can't talk about that. Higgs and Logan are no better than children throwing a temper tantrum.
Greetings, ma'am.
Sounds like things are pretty bad in bioscience. I hope you can resolve the situation.
Unit X688 speaks highly of your combat skills.
Unit B592 is undergoing the reclamation process as we speak. Before long, he'll be back in the workforce.
I know it'll be a
It was an
difficult
honor
adjustment
to
for you,
fight at your
but try to
side.
remember that synths aren't people.
Excuse me.
Ready for the next mission, ma'am?
Have you got all the gear you need?
Locked and loaded, ma'am.
Let's move out.
Right behind you, ma'am. Good riddance.
Maybe good riddance.
Hey.
Dogmeat is a wholesome pupper, and we will not be getting rid of him.
If you ask me, this ridiculous plot by Higgs and Logan is just a stunt to get attention.
Well, there's trouble in paradise. If I could, like, fucking move my mouse. Holy shit. Come on.
Dr. Higgs has always been one to complain. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised by this.
What's going on?
Dr. Higgs and Dr. Loken have decided to protest your appointment as Father's successor. They've taken control of the bioscience security systems and cut off our food supply.
That kind of insubordination can't be tolerated.
Oh, great. Like I don't have enough problems.
Well, I'm sorry you've been inconvenienced, but solving personnel issues is part of an administrator's job.
Maybe I can reason with them.
I believe I can help with that. I can unlock the maintenance tunnel that leads to the bioscience observation room. From there, you should be able to communicate with Higgs and Loken. If you can't reason with them, you can use this holotape to access the command functions on the observation room terminal. That should give you some options. Just please, try to talk to them first. Use violence only as a last resort.
No way to pick this.
Just give me a moment. There, it's unlocked.
Movement detected. Curious. Gone. CQB protocol engaged.
Well, they're gonna need a bit of repairs.
Thought I heard something move. Don't forget to check your ammo level.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm good. I'm Gucci, as they say.
Aha! I thought I heard something. Made it past the guards. Impressive.
Dr. Higgs.
If you come to change our minds, then you're wasting your time.
I know you're angry, but there's a better way to handle this.
Oh, you're wrong. You see, I've tried talking. For years, I've suggested that we do things differently here, but nobody listens. Let's see if anyone can afford to ignore me now.
Father believes in me. The least you can do is give me a chance.
How could you hope to lead us when you hardly know anything about what we do? I'm sure you mean well, but you must see that it's an impossible task.
I'm under no illusion that this will be easy.
Your determination is admirable, if misguided. The truth is simply this. You have no idea what it means to be the director of the Institute.
Can't you at least give me a chance?
A chance? What do you think, Max?
Even the most fastidious researcher must sometimes take a leap of faith. I say let's give it a try.
Very well, then. Open the door, and let's return to the fold.
Abort command override and resume normal function. I honestly thought Dr. Lee or Dr. Holdren would be appointed to succeed Father.
admit I was fearing for the worst, but I can see that I underestimated you.
I'm just glad they listened to reason.
Indeed. There is one further matter to discuss. Obviously, some kind of disciplinary action must be taken here. The question of what form it takes is up to you.
Put them on probation. Limit their access to quarters and non-working areas.
That's more than fair. I'll see to it that everyone's notified.
Good decision. Those men could still have a lot to contribute. They just need to learn their lesson.
I'll take that holotape back. I also wanted to offer you something as a more personal expression of gratitude. I know that your work often takes you to the surface where supplies are scarce. I gathered these items together for you. I think you'll find them useful.
Operating at full capacity.
Have you seen J522 around? He didn't show up for duty today, and I can't seem to find him.
Did you check robotics? He was probably scheduled for routine maintenance. I wouldn't worry about it.
I thought so too, but he wasn't in the log, and everyone I've asked hasn't seen him. He's never just missed his shift like that.
What are you saying?
I'm worried something might have happened to him. No one knows where he is. It's like he just disappeared. It doesn't feel right.
Shh. Keep your voice down. You know what happens if they hear you talking like this? They'll wipe you. I suggest you keep this to yourself.
But what if something's wrong? Look around. Courser patrols have doubled. Synths are being wiped more frequently. Something is going on.
I don't want to hear anymore. Do whatever you want. Just leave me out of it.
I wouldn't be here, not for your son.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done. All that he has built.
Higgs and Logan are lucky to be alive.
Not
everyone would have handled that situation as well as you did.
Jesus Christ.
Specimens seem agitated today. Wonder if it's a reaction to the recent
Excuse me, Doctor.
Ah, hello. If I may take a moment of your time, we're having some trouble on the surface. There's a den of those abominable feral ghouls that's been threatening one of our scavenger teams. We've had to recall the synth scavengers until the situation can be dealt with. Hopefully by you.
Do you know where these feral ghouls are coming from?
We have a pretty good idea, yes. So you'll take the mission?
I'll take care of those feral ghouls for you.
I'm very grateful for your help. I have no first-hand experience with these creatures, of course, but I've heard that they can be quite vicious. They are also quite territorial, so you should prepare for a fight. Good luck.
Hey there.
I am pleased to assist with the processing of new synths.
Shit. Sorry, I need to check something. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh. Wondering why the fuck he was like shooting.
Wait, did you hear something?
I hear a lot of things. Alright, that's enough out of you. I gotta go, like, stealthy and whatnot about it. They're, like, vegging out. No, don't drink the water. I'd fucking drink cyanide if it tasted nice.
That's it.
What the hell happened?
A lot of things. Yeah, killing people in the Commonwealth isn't exactly what it used to be like.
Got it.
Ball peen hammer. Mattel Electronics presents B-17 Bomber. What's up with that's fucking everything is on fire. Very conveniently on fire. Actually, it's not very convenient. I'm gonna save the easiest thing for last. Trying to fucking turn on my Pip-Boy. Wait. So many of them. Can't imagine anything possibly giving you that idea, dude. You might be just going crazy.
Now. Be calm. Okay.
Neither of you can behave? Hmm. Why is everything so damn colorful all of a sudden? Oh, is it the glowing blood pack that's doing that?
Nice.
Powering up. Protectron on duty.
Super mutant! I am unstoppable!
Stop! Super mutant killed everything!
You don't mind, do you?
Sweet.
I don't know why it doesn't work sometimes.
Hey.
Don't ask.
Yes.
Or like ass.
I'm through.
Of course I get it on the first try.
Dectron on duty.
Wow. Whatever. Look, I want, like, a 12-page essay of how that fucking missed. I'll wait. Thank you for the time that allowed me to... Thank you for allowing me to scratch my nose. If that's what I was trying to say.
That's it.
Got it.
Where's that button again? Okay, there it is. I don't know if the contents of the saves respawn, but... apparently not. Gonna find you. Gonna kill you. One of the most amusing things to me in the older ones is when they throw a grenade and just yell, "Potato!" It's pretty good.
Situation normal. Law and order has been restored.
I mean, we were playing nice, but if that's how you feel... Amazing.
Good thinking.
I don't know what you're planning on doing with that, but please don't fucking shove it up my ass. Oh golly. I'm pretty sure we have to steal them, and I'm not exactly thrilled about that concept. Because as was been stated multiple times, this is not a stealth run, and I don't like having to use stealth when I'm not a fan of it. Andrew Station. Just remember, they don't tell, the government doesn't tell you, but the ducks at the park, all the ducks at the park are free. I have 300 something ducks. I wish I could I wish I could have a memory where I remember the exact number of it, because it's a stupidly specific number. That's not... It's not a very commando name. Well, you know what they say, I gotta put them down if they don't listen to me. Wow, that sounds really bad.
Now. Don't move. All right.
Man, none of y'all wanna listen. Just a usual day of downtown Boston. Just a usual day in downtown Boston would be a more accurate way of saying it. If I ever do another recorded run, I really need to do one where I, like, actually have, like, automatic weapons. If my, like, secondary playthrough gets anywhere, I'm going to be using automatic weapons and melee weapons. Even if you want to go melee, like full melee or whatever, it's a good idea to have a gun as a backup. Because a lot of things aren't very easy to, like, kill without a gun. I don't think anyone really wants to fight a Deathclaw up close. I'm gonna quick save before I, like, get accosted by the Brotherhood of Steel.
Can't talk right now. Gotta clean the Mirelux scat off my boots.
Ah, yes. Milk bottle. Of course he liked it. Fuck the Brotherhood of Steel.
If it looks dead, put one more in its head for good measure.
I gotta go see McDonough.
Why take a chance?
What do you mean this counts as a different fucking interior?
Excuse me, but I'm very busy right now.
Mayor McDonough.
Welcome, welcome. Good to see you again. I trust you've been sent by our mutual friend, Mr. Io. I hope he's doing well.
He's fine.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it. There's a farm out there, run entirely by ghouls, if you can believe it. They might be a problem in the future. I ran on a campaign of strict, no ghouls allowed politics. When you build up a scapegoat, you need them to remain distant and scary. But ghoul settlements breed ghoul sympathizers. Let our mutual friends know we might need to give them a reason to be less friendly. The full details are in my report, along with some other points of interest. Here it is. Make sure that nobody sees this. Better you destroy it than let it fall into the wrong hands.
You've got nothing to worry about.
I have every confidence in you. I'll let you see yourself out. Do travel safely.
Well, let's click back on all our like stuff and then head back in.
Father is more than just our leader. He is our creator.
The future of mankind has never looked brighter. It makes me proud to serve.
Sorry. Must consume liquids.
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia were quite a handful. Nice work bringing that rogue synth back.
Remember, you're looking for a super mutant that's tougher and stronger than the average one.
I've got that sample you wanted.
I'll take that from you. Yes, this will do nicely. I hope those super mutants didn't give you too much trouble.
What? No reward for my efforts?
I suppose that's a fair request. I was going to take these over to the SRB, but here, you take them. You face at least as much danger as any of our coursers. It might be necessary to gather more samples. So check back with me later if you can. Again, thanks for your help. I couldn't do this without you.
From what I hear, that rogue synth at Libertalia was a real menace.
I always love how they keep talking even though I'm very clearly running away from them.
I have some Brotherhood schematics for you.
Policies, you might just succeed as our next director. Great! Can't wait to get a look at them. I guess you took a pretty big risk to bring me these. I hope I wasn't asking too much of you.
It was a cakewalk. No problem at all.
I'm glad to hear it. If you come across any more of these blueprints, let me know. In the meantime, I'll see what I can learn from them.
Greetings, ma'am.
I want to compliment you on your handling of the situation in
combat skills.
Bravo.
X688 sounded very impressed with your work at Libertalia. He doesn't give praise lightly. Hold on.
I've got the report from Diamond City.
Good. I'll take that from you. I'll let you know when I need you to pick up the next report. That's all for now.
See you around.
Mm-hmm.
Loken are lucky to be alive. Not everyone would have handled that situation as well as you did.
Another lovely day, isn't it?
Those feral ghouls won't be a problem anymore.
Thanks to you, I can finally send that scavenger team back to the surface. Of course, there are feral ghouls hiding all over the Commonwealth. I'm sure it's only a matter of time before we have to deal with them again. If you're willing to undertake another extermination, come and see me. I can always use the help.
Are you fucking serious? I hate when I always, like, just barely make a level up. Where the fuck is she?
Good to see you.
Wait, Allie.
Busy day for you, isn't it? Well, it's about to get busier. You're going to lead this operation, I'm told.
What the hell is this operation about?
Hey, relax. We wouldn't send you off without the proper information. Recent events have upset our timetable. Getting the reactor online has become our #1 priority. It needs to be running, well, yesterday. We're going to have to cut some corners. I'm not sure, but it means we'll need to rely on some pre-war tech. You're going to the mass fusion building to acquire a beryllium agitator for us.
Ah, man. I have one of those, but it's in my other pants.
You wouldn't recognize one if it fell on your head. That's why I'm going to retrieve it.
Sounds good. I'd appreciate the company.
Not as much as I'd appreciate coming back in one piece. I don't like going above ground unless there's no other option. But here we are, with our options dwindling quickly. Not to put more pressure on you, but we have to move quickly on this. Word is that the Brotherhood is nosing around the area. We don't want them getting the agitator before we do. Head on up to the relay, and I'll meet you there.
We're keeping Dr. Higgs and Dr. Loken under close observation.
We are honored to welcome you here.
You showed a lot of leniency, Dr. Higgs and Dr. Logan.
Yep, this is the point where the Brotherhood of Steel will want nothing with us. Wow. Imagine being someone who actually gives a shit. Good, I didn't want him in my fucking, like, quest log anyway.
The Brotherhood sure is here. Guess we'll have to go through them.
Over here! Over here!
We'll have to search the rest of the building.
Calm down, Noel. You knew that this was coming. I don't understand why you're acting this way.
Don't tell me to calm down, Carl. When we started designing the beryllium agitator, you said it would be for the benefit of mankind. Instead, I find out that you have been planning on turning it over to the military all along. You lied to me.
Don't give me that high and mighty attitude. Have you picked up a newspaper lately? There's a war going on out there, Doctor. And if our side's going to win, it needs all the help it can get.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. science start taking sides. What did they promise you, Carl? Money? Political favors? A goddamn medal?
That's enough. Like it or not, when the testing cycle is completed, I'm crating up the agitator and sending it off to Washington. Now, you have two choices. Either you can get back to work, or you can get the hell out of my building.
Game. Useless science. I think that's every single comic book except for the ones in Nuka World. Oh my god, my fucking mouse, I swear to god. I'm missing the Wasteland Survival Guide 4 and 5? Why? That explains it. Apparently those don't show up in your perk list. Fucking scared me out to death. I'm like, oh fuck, I missed something? It's like, no, it just doesn't show up in your perk list. Oh my god, Allie, what the fuck? You work for the science team or the fucking, like, special ed team? I'm sorry. That wasn't meant to sound... That wasn't meant to sound, like, offensive to dumb people. I was just trying to say, like, what the fuck is wrong with her? Basically, I'm trying to say, aren't you fucking smarter than that? Like, I'm not trying to be offensive or anything.
Nice.
So pathetic.
Something's out there.
Aha! Found it!
Wait, what was that? Intruder alert!
Now I see one intruder here, and that's you.
Who's there? Right here!
You picked a bad day to be on the side of my gun.
Perfect.
I mean, you picked a bad day to be on the wrong side of my barrel.
Sweet.
Target located!
Don't give up! Rock long! Live!
Let me take that. The last bobblehead. And arguably the one that, like, does me the most benefits. Other than intelligence.
Feel like
Use every resource you can. That's how you survive it.
Make sure I have it all claimed. go further up? Is that Allie? Whoever or whatever the fuck it was, it just doesn't matter. We have the future of mankind to think about. We're going down. I enjoy how I just opened that up and be like, yep, we're going down. And then just casually close it back up. Oh, come on, I have more important things to worry about.
I'm in.
Where the shit is Allie? Did she go on ahead? I forgot where I was for a moment. I'm pretty sure Allie, like, didn't come down and ended up fucking dropping through the elevator shaft. And that's what we were seeing. Jesus X.
There's the reactor. Not a bad piece of work for its time.
The operative words being for its time.
No need to be pedantic. X6.
Yes.
What the fuck?
Powering up. Protectron on duty.
It's not gonna really do jack shit for what's gonna be coming out once we get the thing, but...
That's it.
God damn it.
Hey.
Oh. It eventually had to happen again. That's steel, fucking useless. Well, I guess that's scrap now that I don't give a shit about the Brotherhood of Steel.
We should monitor radiation levels carefully.
There we go.
What a fucking waste, but whatever. I kinda took that to the face, but whatever.
Guess they weren't so good at mitigating radiation back in those days. Levels are almost off the charts. I'll monitor things from here.
Son of a bitch. There we go.
That's it.
Sweet.
Poor thing.
Now cycling airlock. Please wait. Initiating decontamination sequence. Decontamination complete. You may proceed.
I just wanted to show something. Yep. Drinking that water immediately fucking kills you. Because apparently it gives you an asinine amount of radiation and does a fair amount of damage.
I'll be back.
Alright, where are you going?
I'm going downtown.
Alright.
I'll be back in a little while. I'm gonna leave this door open because she's awake. You hear me?
You woke her up, though.
Hold on. I know I woke her up. But leave the door open unless you're gonna let her out.
I guess you can leave the door open. Hey, Fifi. That didn't really do much. Oh, it might help if I actually took it.
Please wait. Decontamination complete.
These guys just don't know when they're beaten, do they?
They're dedicated to their duty. As a courser, I can respect that.
I'll help the synth buy some time. Make sure you get back to the Institute with the agitator.
Who's there?
My order of the Institute must be destroyed.
We lost someone.
Partner.
catches.
Yes.
Damn, this would be a good time for my fucking jetpack. God. Game fucking sucks. Kidding, of course. I don't think I would have been playing it for like long enough to equate to 8 days if I thought it sucked. Just a thought. Well, I'm gonna have to go outside anyway, so let's see. Oh, that's a bunch of diarrhea. You know, dog meat, there's more to life than finding things. I don't know. He's a good boy.
Who's out there? Hard to see. Right.
Wouldn't mind more cover.
Nice.
Every resource you can. That's how you survive up here.
Perfect.
Going for a swim, hon?
Down. Hearing things all day. Heck, what was that?
Oh, that didn't pan out. Oh, I'm sorry, I was on the elevator. There's no way I could have, like, fast traveled, but, like, made it seem like I had waited for the elevator. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. Oh, nerd rage triggered.
When will they learn?
I want everyone to keep in mind that I only did that for the experience. Ugh.
Father has done remarkable things. I would not exist were it not for him.
If you encounter a hazardous chemical spill, please alert the Facilities Division immediately.
I hope you realize how important mass fusion is to our overall goal.
Your presence here is a great gift, not just to Father.
Remember to conserve power.
Dr. Fillmore?
I think that was enough excitement for, well, ever. Thank you, really. Couldn't have managed it without you. I'll make sure the agitator gets where it needs to go. I understand Father is anxious to get you involved in something else. You'd better not keep him waiting.
Remember to practice good sanitation habits at all times.
Yeah, I'll worry about that eventually. Okay, why is everything suddenly so dark? Is it nighttime? I guess. That's why.
I wouldn't be here if not for your son.
Unit X688 speaks. And you've been getting We've improved security in bioscience. Now nobody can lock us
Any
out.
additional pain or tenderness?
Not that I've noticed. I feel quite well.
Okay.
Yes, thank
You wanted to see me?
I understand mass fusion was a success, despite interference from the Brotherhood of Steel.
We handled them just fine.
That's what Dr. Fillmore reported. I'm quite pleased at the results. Would have been a terrible setback to lose that technology to those savages. The Brotherhood's intervention must be placed in a larger context, however, given their penchant for hoarding technology. Future conflict with them is guaranteed. We are, after all, keepers of the most advanced technology in the Commonwealth, if not beyond. It also cannot go unnoticed that there were concerns within the Institute about your allegiances. I, of course, never doubted your commitment to our cause. But by directly confronting the Brotherhood, I think you've put some others at ease. I'm proud of you, regardless. The Brotherhood is an issue for the future, and we must focus on the present. And look at me, rambling on like the old man I am. I'm wasting time. You're needed elsewhere at once.
Whatever it is, I can take care of it.
I certainly hope so. This situation, I'm afraid, is something of your creation, however unintentional.
If I've done something to jeopardize the Institute, I'll fix it. You have my word.
I have no doubt that you will. But it's nothing quite so dire. While you were assisting Dr. Fillmore, a second team was sent out to invite someone from the Commonwealth to join the Institute. Apparently, there was some miscommunication, and this individual called for help, which arrived in the form of your Minutemen. My understanding is that no shots have been fired. I would like it to stay that way. I need you to go there and speak to your Minutemen gathered outside. Insist that they stand down at once. Dr. Thompson is on site, and he will be your primary contact. I know you can resolve the situation, but it is of paramount importance that this special individual be brought to the Institute immediately.
They'll listen to me. I'll figure something out. You can consider this handled.
Believe me, I already do.
Okay, where was that again?
Protect yourself and nothing to fear.
Grey Garden, more like Gay Garden. Ah.
Hi, how are you?
What's going on here?
You're an unexpected surprise. We could use the backup. These Institute bastards aren't getting away. They'll have to go through us to get out of there. We don't know quite what we're up against, but it's good you're here to help. How did you hear about this?
You've done good work.
Thank you. So, how do you want to play this? We thought about trying to lure them out here, since it'd be easier to kill them. But then we realized we probably ought to storm the place, to make sure they can't disappear on us. That makes sense, right? So, you want to lead the charge?
No one is going to do anything. Tell your men to stand down.
I don't... Are you kidding me? If we don't do something now, they're gonna take that poor guy wherever it is they go. And we'll have failed. Again. Are you gonna order the attack or not?
This whole thing is just a misunderstanding.
A misunderstanding. Can't wait to hear this. Explain to me how this is a misunderstanding.
The Institute wants the same things you do. We can find a way to work together.
We don't need their help.
I don't know about that, but look, if nothing else, you'd best get in there and make sure that man's okay. I'll make sure no one makes a move on him in the meantime. But, well, you'd better be right about this.
Huh?
Oh, thank God you're here. I was starting to worry we might not make it out of this mess.
Everything's taken care of. You're safe.
Good. Good. It was bad enough that Wallace started giving us trouble, but then he called in those savages.
Those savages had you pretty well cornered.
Did I not mention the part where we didn't expect this? This was supposed to be a simple extraction. Can we just get on with this, please? I know he's potentially important to Phase 3 and all, but I'm not sure it's worth putting ourselves in harm's way.
If he's really important to the Institute, then it's worth it.
You're right, I suppose.
What information do you have?
I know they've been keeping an eye on him for years. Not sure how they originally found him, but probably don't want to know. But once they realized how smart he was and what an asset he could be for Phase 3, they watched pretty closely. I think they even fed him scientific material from time to time to see how good he was, you know, testing him, to see if he was Institute material. Let's just get Wallace and get out of here.
No argument from me. Let's go.
Right. There's just, well, there's a slight problem with that. He doesn't want to go with us. I was thinking, maybe you could try and talk to him.
No problem. I'm sure I can get him to see reason.
I hope so. We really need him.
Might find something useful here. Junk. That's what I usually find.
Mr. Wallace, I'm here to talk to you.
You're another one of them, aren't you? Are you a robot?
Please try and relax. I know this is an unusual situation.
No! You're here to kidnap me. That's what you people do, isn't it? If you even are people. I've heard all the stories. I know exactly what happens to people when the Institute shows up. Well, it's not happening to me.
Hey, just calm down, okay? I just want to talk to you.
Fine, fine. What do you want from me?
The Institute needs your help, Mr. Wallace. It's as simple as that.
My help? With what?
The Institute has an engineering problem that your scientific expertise could help solve.
In exchange for helping us out, you'd be granted access to the most advanced research facility imaginable. Whatever research you wanted to perform, anything, it's possible there. I promise. You'd be safe and secure in a way that's completely impossible anywhere else.
You'd be helping us create a better world.
That sounds good. Okay, fine. I'll go.
I'm looking forward to working for you, future director. Okay. I think we've got this under control now. Thanks. I mean, thanks for the assist.
Hey, I'm here to help. You're welcome.
I really mean it. I owe you one. I'll see you back in the Institute.
Wrong menu.
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia were quite a handful.
There you are. I cannot express how pleased I am. Our new guest is familiarizing himself with his surroundings. Yet he's already pointed out several inefficiencies in our methods. With his help, Phase 3 will be ready in no time. And it's all thanks to you.
I'm proud to help the Institute. Here's hoping it all pays off.
At this point, there is no doubt. It will succeed, and very shortly. There is one more part for you to play, and I think you might enjoy it. It is time to announce our presence to the Commonwealth, to request that they do not interfere with our plans. You should be the one to do it.
Right, because no one up there suspects the Institute exists.
This is not a joke. There's been too much posturing by too many groups. The world needs to know that we are in power, and the Commonwealth is ours. As the incoming director, it is your responsibility to lead, to establish that place for the Institute's future. Please take this seriously. We've prepared some remarks for you to record. Once you're finished, we'll broadcast them to the entire Commonwealth. Use the microphone here and follow the script. It's quite simple. I'm sure you'll do fine, Mother.
For years now, you have suspected that the Institute still exists, that we are among you. It's true. But it's not the whole truth. We are here, and we are the future. Our superior technology represents the future of the Commonwealth. Today, we activate our nuclear reactor, ensuring that we will persevere long after the world above ground ceases to exist, ensuring that mankind has a future. We have no desire to interfere in the unimportant details of your daily lives. We simply insist that you do not interfere with Institute operations. To do so would result in dire consequences. Rest easy. Know that the future is in safe hands, and that mankind will thrive under our guidance.
Well, that was interesting. Now it's time to make sure that everyone hears it. How would you feel about making a little trip to Diamond City?
I could use some fresh air.
A quaint phrase, though I'm afraid the air there is anything but fresh. The radio station in Diamond City is listened to by many in the Commonwealth.
Not me, apparently.
We want the people to hear what we have to say. It's the best way to reach them. Before we preempt their broadcasts, we need to ensure it reaches the maximum range possible. I've been assured that the necessary parts are on site. You'll just need to install them to boost the broadcasting power. Report back when you're done. We should be ready by then.
Good place to stock up on supplies, if you can stand the smell.
Oh, hey. How are you?
Travis.
I haven't forgotten what you've done for me.
Radio thing with dials, radio thing with buttons. Radio thing with tubes.
Okay. Let's try this. Maybe this goes here.
The radio sounds better these days. I'm not getting nearly as many complaints.
All right. In you go.
Things with Scarlet didn't really, work out. But that's fine.
Okay, there we go. That's good. What? Are you okay? Jesus. Did you fall from the fucking sky or something? Ah, this fucking game.
Father has done remarkable things. I would not exist were it not for him.
Nice work bringing that rogue synth back.
Excuse me.
I'm glad you talked me into coming here. To think I'd be above ground, suffering, I'm much better off.
I hope you and Father try to make up the time you've lost. Family is important.
I really like reading. You can learn all sorts of things from books.
Hi, Sean.
I heard you're going to be in charge of the Institute someday. That sounds like a lot of work. Are you excited or scared?
I'm excited, I guess.
Yeah, I think I would be too. Because then you could just tell everyone what to do. Like you can make Dr. Watson tell me all the secrets he's hiding. Or you could tell Quentin that he has to be nice to me from now on. That'd be neat.
You seem like you're always in a good mood, kid.
Well, sure. Why wouldn't I be?
Being the director of the Institute is a serious commitment. I hope you understand that.
Good luck trying to wash that smell off.
I suppose congratulations are in order.
Enjoy your trip to the big city. It's done then? The transmitter has been modified.
Everything is in place. It's ready to go when we are.
Good. Once the reactor is online, we'll cut into their broadcast. I'll let you do the honors. This, my friends, is the moment we've all worked towards. After all your effort, the time has finally come to start our reactor. No longer will we be forced to compromise to survive. No more will we need worry about outpacing our resources. My mother and I couldn't be more proud of what you have helped us accomplish. And we look forward to achieving even greater things in the future. The Institute is now truly mankind's best hope. Thank you. All of you.
Son?
It's almost hard to believe. After all those years of hard work, here we are. We've arrived. Look what you've made possible.
I did good work, didn't I?
Yes. Yes, you did. There's more work to be done before the Institute's future is guaranteed. The Directorate has convened a meeting about how to proceed. I'm not going to attend. You should be there as Director.
Sean?
Perhaps someday our sins can reclaim the Commonwealth.
Power demand jumped another 5% this year.
All this advanced technology, and we still can't cure it.
So you will be our new director someday.
That was...
As long as you respect our rules and policies, you might just succeed as our next director.
Hi, miss.
We're keeping Dr. Higgs and Dr. Logan under close observation.
Unit
May I be
B592
the first
is
to welcome
undergoing
you.
the reclamation
We're looking forward to
process as
working
we
with
speak.
you.
Before long, he'll be back in the workforce.
I'm happy to be here, Dr. Fillmore. I hope I do the position justice.
I'm sure you will.
Right now, we're all here because it's finally time to stand up for ourselves.
Let's not be dramatic, Justin.
There's nothing dramatic about it. We're in a position to push back, to assert ourselves here. That's what we've talked about all along.
To bring you up to speed, obviously there are groups in the Commonwealth that stand in opposition to the Institute's goals. With the reactor now online, we have the ability to not only expand synth production, but to project power to a much greater degree.
I'm sure the reactor will improve everyone's life. It's a great accomplishment.
Yes, but it's not just that. The Directorate has agreed that steps must be taken to ensure our safety in the long run.
Let's not beat around the bush. The Directorate has agreed that the Brotherhood of Steel needs to be eliminated.
As the incoming director, we felt it important to inform you of the decision and get your thoughts on it. So, where do you stand?
I agree. We hit them hard before they have time to react to our new position.
Good. That's just what I wanted to hear.
As director, it's up to you and how we focus our efforts in achieving this goal. We'd like your input on what direction we should take. Do we increase synth production or focus on weapons development?
I usually focus on synth production, but I'm gonna do weapons development.
This choice be? I'd like to make a well-informed decision.
Well, if we increase synth production, we'd be able to deploy more of them to the Commonwealth to aid in our operations. Weapon development would improve the weapons we have available to us now, making our synths more effective in the field. Which would you prefer we focus on?
I've seen enough to know that weapons are the key to winning wars. Let's focus on weapons development.
As you wish. The advanced systems folks will get to work immediately. That's all we have for the moment. I believe Father wished to speak with you once our meeting concluded.
To be frank, I don't agree with Father's decision, but I'll accept it.
God, Dr. Lee, you're such a bitch.
We're making real progress, thanks to you.
Nothing to report, ma'am.
God damn it, I was being pointed towards the wrong thing.
Now that the reactor's online, perhaps it's time to think about expanding bioscience.
Just a routine patrol, ma'am.
I seem to have forgotten where my quarters are.
Operating at full capacity.
I suppose I'll never be trusted again.
I know you'll achieve great things here. We all do.
If you sleep for 8 hours, you'll be awake at hours. Yep.
Have you finished all your work?
Yep. Can I go play now?
You're done studying? You have nothing left?
Yes. Well, it's almost all done.
Alright, well if you are so confident, then why don't I quiz you right now?
Wait. Actually, there might be something else I missed. I think I should read it again to be safe.
Scanning. Subject identified.
I know you'll achieve great things here. We all do.
I apologize for any disruptions that my work
Sean?
might cause you.
Ah, there you are. You've met with the director. I assume they made their intentions known? It was difficult for them to reach the decision to engage in open hostility. What about you? You agree with their decision?
It's the only way we can ensure the Institute's safety. That makes it the right thing to do.
I'm glad you agree. None what comes next will be easy. That conviction may help keep us all going. You know, Mother, it's no secret that you worked with the Railroad in order to first reach the Institute. The depth of your involvement with them has been called into question repeatedly. I'm sure you can guess by whom. The question is, where do you stand with them now? Do you count them amongst your allies?
They mean nothing to me. Never have.
I'll admit, I'm relieved to hear that. then I certainly hope I can count on you for what needs to be done, because these fanatics cannot be allowed to continue to exist. They represent a very clear threat to the Institute. Small as they are in number, their twisted ideology ensures that they will never stop trying to strike at us. They must be eradicated. Are you willing to see to it?
You don't have to worry about them any longer. They're as good as dead.
Thank you. Do what needs to be done, but keep yourself safe.
Oh, it's turned on hostile. That implies I give a shit. I'll show you how much I don't give a shit. I can't imagine why I failed. There is one little thing we kind of have to cover, though. And I'm not exactly a fan of having to, you know, go out and do this. We have to go kill Deacon. And guess what? That means we lose his perk. But that implies I ever gave a shit about his perk in the first place. That's what everyone keeps telling me.
Requisition clearance granted. How may I help you?
Let's see what you have.
so it was likely difficult for you.
No, not a problem at all.
I regret that it came to this, even if you don't. There was just no way to compromise with those people. There is obviously one final threat the Institute faces.
Whatever it is, we can handle it.
I believe so. But in this case, what matters most is how we handle it. The Brotherhood of Steel covets technology, and has made it clear that we cannot peacefully coexist. They will eventually come for us, and attempt to take what we've spent so long creating. We need to destroy them, before they can destroy us.
You're right. We take the fight to them.
I'm glad you agree. But the problem with the Brotherhood of Steel goes beyond the edges of the Commonwealth. It's not enough to destroy them here. There are more of them out in the world, Mother. And they too will come for us.
We can defeat them now. We can defeat them again if we have to.
Possibly, yes. But it would be smarter to put an end to it now. We will show them that if they interfere with us, the very technology they value so highly will be turned against them. We will teach them that we can appear at a moment's notice, wherever we please, and they cannot ever stop us. They will know better than to ever interfere with us again.
You seem pretty convinced this will work.
The Institute is nothing if not thorough. Dr. Lee should be expecting you in her lab. She can fill you in on the details. Time is of the essence.
I can't express how truly humbling it is to stand in your presence.
Dr. Lee might not show it, but I can tell she's excited about having the reactor online.
At last, we have power adequate to our needs.
Dr. Lee.
What can I do for you?
What if you got to help me with Liberty Prime?
It's that time then, is it? Well, let's get to it. Dr. Orman, over here, please. It's time.
What now? I'm still working over the code that the robotics sent over. The algorithm is a mess. It's not even close to peak efficiency.
It would seem we've run out of time. Let's go. We're going to cover the basics of the operation as it stands now. Dr. Orman has done most of the prep work, so I'll let her explain.
Okay, thanks. Is this really exciting, or is it just me? So, you know that the Brotherhood's main operation is at the airport, right?
I'm aware of that, yes.
Okay, good. If they were a little less intelligent, we wouldn't even be talking about this. We'd have just swarmed them with synths. But they're not idiots. They've managed to generate an EM field that's messing with our ability to relay in.
So we just relay onto the airship and sabotage it.
Won't do us any good. There's no direct connection between their robot and the airship, so the immediate area around their encampment is a no-go. They don't, however, have the entire airport covered. We can relay you in to a point at the edge of the airport, and then you can get in and take down the generators.
We'll have the element of surprise, if nothing else.
Exactly. You'll have surprise on your side. Should give you some time before they can organize a real defense. For every generator you take down, it means we can start relaying in synths, giving you even more of an advantage. And, oh! I almost forgot. Take these.
Oh, thanks. Grenades? Sure, I can always use grenades.
No, they're not grenades. This thing, and I haven't come up with a good name for it yet, it basically deploys a beacon marker. Wherever they land, we can lock onto them and relay synths directly to that position. If there's a hotspot, you can drop synths right on it. We've only got a few of these, so put them to good use. Don't go tossing them into the bay.
Okay, that's pretty good. I'm impressed.
I know, right? I mean, thanks. I thought it was neat. But still, it's just to help. Your real job will be to reach Liberty Prime. You know the deal with that, right?
What's Liberty Prime?
Dr. Lee can give you the rundown.
Yes, well, the Brotherhood discovered him. An old pre-war military project that never saw the light of day due to power problems that couldn't be solved. With my assistance, they were able to get his reactor running and use him against their enemies.
That's quite an achievement.
In objective terms, yes, it was. But the things I went through, that project included, ultimately caused me to seek out something better. It's what led me to the Commonwealth and to the Institute. The point here is that in designing the power system for the robot, I had full knowledge of every onboard system. I know exactly what it is capable of and precisely how to exploit those capabilities.
We've taken everything we know, made a few modifications based on what we think they've done with it in the past 10 years. And, this part was my idea, uploaded the whole thing into a modified synth, capable of delivering the virus directly into Liberty Prime. The little guy is going to be exposed and vulnerable, so you'll have to keep an eye on him. Make sure he doesn't get shot, you know?
What exactly is this virus going to do for us?
Well, if nothing else, it'll take over the weapon systems, and establish their airship as a primary target. You can figure out what happens next. So your end goal is ultimately pretty simple. Get to the robot, then hold the position while the synth does his thing. Oh, and don't worry. We'll pull you out of there before everything explodes.
If you have any questions, now's the time to ask. Otherwise, they'll be waiting for you in the relay room.
What happens to Liberty Prime after this?
They'll be destroyed along with the rest of the Brotherhood.
Have we got a plan B?
We don't need a plan B. This will work. Anything else?
What have I got for backup?
Once the generators are down, we'll be able to throw everything we've got at them. And I do mean everything.
No questions. Let's do this.
Very well. Good luck to you.
I've already started thinking about the next reactor. I'm convinced that antimatter is the way to go.
Okay. We can finally take down the shitheads of steel. At least on the East Coast.
It was an honor to fight at your side.
It's really exciting having you here. I can't wait to see what you can do.
All maintenance requests should be directed to the Facilities Division.
Damn it, I'm heading towards fucking Sean.
From what I hear, that rogue synth at Libertalia was a real menace. Glad it's back where it belongs.
I may have gotten a little turned around.
present.
Right here. By order from the Institute.
Identify yourself.
Terminal B. Movement detected.
Really, I just got the fucking entry for the Gen 1 synths. Oh, brother. There's the shithead himself. There's Pound and Brandis, poor guy. to get out of here.
Cannot succeed. Initiating corrective. 7, 3, 9, 5. Destroy all communists.
Time to go, men. We're relaying to a safe location.
Is that... You didn't have a head. Oh.
Unit X688 speaks highly of your combat skills.
I'll speak highly of it when he actually, like, gets here. No, really. I want him to get here because, like, all the companions, well, the non-DLC ones, have comments of when the Pridwin goes down. A lot of them are negative, unsurprisingly, because, you know, fuck the Institute, I guess. Yeah, I can't imagine why people feel that way.
We're keeping Dr. Higgs and Dr. Loken under close observation.
The Boston airport is going down in fucking flames. Whatever. We'll talk to him and then we'll talk to him again. Because he also has comments after Sean. Well.
The Institute's a big place.
Hey.
It might take a
I'm
while
listening.
To learn wherever they
Hi.
are.
Here you go.
Your thoughts?
I'm trained for any combat situation. No matter what we get into, I'll be ready.
Your thoughts?
If you're worried I won't be able to keep up, don't be.
Oh, nothing.
Sure.
I was hoping I'd be able to get comments out of him, but whatever.
I wish you could have known Father as we have.
But anyway, the fucking, like... I enjoy how the, like, icon thing or whatever for this quest looks... Sean looks like Dr. Light, kind of, from Mega Man. Because, you know, he made robots. Sean made robots that were synthetic beings, basically. Yeah.
Hello, Sean.
Ah. There you are. I've already heard the news. But of course you wouldn't be here if it weren't a success. I'm glad it worked, but... I'm glad you're safe.
We're all safe now.
For now. Yes, but... there will always be threats. You must remain vigilant. Allie has always been loyal to the Institute, and to me. You can rely on her for help. Once I'm gone, it's all up to you.
I'll do my best.
I know you will. Don't worry about me. You need to look ahead. Focus on the future. Our time together has been strange, hasn't it? I spent years wondering what you were like. Thinking about all we missed out on. I want you to know that I'm grateful for the time we've had.
I'm glad I found you.
As am I. Thank you. Mother, you've helped a boy achieve his dreams. I think I'd like to sleep now.
I've lost Sean. All over again. I close my eyes. I see my life before all of this. Before the bombs. Everything can change in an instant, and the future you plan for yourself shifts, whether or not you're ready. At some point, it happens to all of us. This was not the world I wanted, but it was the one I found myself in. The Commonwealth. My home. Ripped apart and put back together. I thought I hoped I could find my family. Cheat time, make us whole again, the way we were. But now I know. I know I can't go back. I know the world has changed. The road ahead will be hard. This time I'm ready. Because I know more. War never changes.
This music is not supposed to be playing.
Maybe you already know this, but, well, Father was very...
Sometimes Quentin is really mean to me, but my mom... says I have to be nice anyway.
Oh my god. Well, it wouldn't be a Bethesda game or something built on a Bethesda game without some fucky shit at the very end of the game for me.
Hey.
I'm listening.
Hi.
You've done it, ma'am. You've crippled our enemies and secured a better future for mankind.
Better future is all I ever wanted.
Then you've justified Father's faith in you and proven that he made the right choice when he named...
Hey.
What do you need?
Hey. Heads up.
Yeah? What is it, ma'am?
Your thoughts?
Can't afford to let your guard down, no matter how quiet things seem.
I love talking to people and they just walk away and it cancels dialogue. It's like my favorite thing in this fucking game. Ugh! So I knocked quite a few quests out of my log.
Dr. Volkert.
Why don't you go see Dr. Fillmore? I'll take care of things here.
Yeah.
I know this is a difficult time, but you're the director now. It's time for you to lead us.
Excuse me, Allie?
He's gone, isn't he? I'm very sorry. I know this must be difficult for you.
Thank you. That's kind of you.
I'm certainly happy to do whatever I can to help going forward. Obviously, the director's quarters are now yours. I'll see to it that requisitions is restocked and have them add in some additional items to be used at your discretion. Some of the divisions may still need your help. Consider checking in with them. Good luck, Director.
Allie.
So, what can I do for the future director of the Institute?
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Goodbye, then.
Requisition clearance granted. How may I help you?
Can you, like, get rid of the, like, bump on my nose that itches? Kidding, of course. I think use my mouse on the other side. How dare. Barium atomic clock.
Big shitstorm at Bunker Hill, huh? As long as the Institute took a licking, I'm happy.
They didn't. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention because I got caught up in the moment. There's a cat on that blimp, and that's literally the only thing I regret about blowing that fucking piece of shit up.
Buddy, care to wet your whistle, or do you require a lap?
I'll take a beer.
Cold and refreshing.
A lot of runners come through here. They think it's a safe place.
Well, after I get I'm trying to say words, I swear. After I get done... after I get done doing what I wanted to do last, I'm fucking done. Not the entire game, but... oh, fuck off, seriously. Gotta move on to Nuka World after I get comfortable enough with, what's his fucking name? XX. I wish they would have given him, like, a formal name, because I know he's a courser, but, like, it just seems kind of, like, stupid to, like, call him a fucking code name. There's something in particular I need to find. It's not Butcher Pete. I'm looking for a magazine rack. And I don't remember where the shit it is. Okay, found it. I don't know why I stuttered. I don't... It's not straight, damn it. Whatever. Shit. Oh boy, my favorite magazine's the Covert Operations. So don't worry, we still have the perks even if they're not in our inventory. Same goes for the bobbleheads. Yeah, right, because there's no magazine for Red Menace. I think that's pretty much all the magazines other than the Nuka World magazines. Shit. I never really, like, had all of them.
How long do we have to get up?
Yeah? Yeah?
Wait, it has bubblegum in it? What the fuck? These soda companies are out of control. OCD said I had to make it. OCD said it's my turn on the ridiculous fucking number train. I know that was completely unnecessary, but holy shit. Oh, wait, yeah, the bobblehead. They're very much not in order, but... Eh?
Do you need something, madame?
Not the biggest fan of using a guide to get, like, quite a few of these and whatnot, but, like, man, fuck it. What's the point in just guessing? But yeah, that's gonna do it for now. Actually, hold on one more moment. I just want to go back to the Institute before I actually end off. Nothing beats Caesar's lemonade. I actually want to check something. It's not the best secondary effect, but it's still something. No. In this episode of Serena questions why she installed certain things. I don't think there's really much else we can do. Let me just do some last little inventory management poof to the Institute, and then that's it. Okay, yeah, Institute time. Good, equality is good.
Got a minute to talk?
Of course.
When Father told us about you, and who you were, it was clear he had certain biases. How could he not? He's your son, and proud of. When he shared his plan for you to take his place, well, a lot of us thought that was more than just pride. It was narcissism. How would you, an outsider who knew nothing about us, run the Institute? We all had our doubts. Me, maybe more than most. But now, after watching the way you operate, well, I have to admit, I was wrong. It's clear to me now that Father knew what he was doing, and I should have trusted him.
He seemed to genuinely care about the Institute. I'm sure he only wanted what was best.
It's true. He dedicated his whole life to it. I know that you didn't have much time with him, but I can tell you honestly, ma'am, Father was a great man. I believe in his plan for the future. I'll do anything in my power to make sure that future becomes a reality. Do I like wading through the filth That is the Commonwealth and all of its vermin? Of course not. But if that's what the Institute needs me to do, then I'll do it. My point is, you should be proud to call him your son.
I am proud.
I'm glad to hear that, man. Anyway, I've said what I wanted to say. Thanks for listening.
I believe the song playing is one of my favorite in the soundtrack. I believe it's called Science and Secrecy. It's just a very kind of like somber song that plays after Sean passes away.
Goodbye, Sean.
Yeah, I think we're done for now. Next time, I probably will give max affinity with X6, and then we'll head on to Nuka World. Potentially the last episode, but I wouldn't hold your breath. There's still some stuff to do in the Commonwealth before we move on to Nuka World. But, yeah. Boy.